What's up, y'all? My bad. It's a dog outside barking its little ass off. I think I know whose dog it is, but anyway. Hey, y'all. I said I would start this chat over so we could talk some other stuff. I didn't want to keep those hashtags up just in case people were looking for me to be talking about this YouTube stuff, and I'm done with it. I said my piece. I'm done. I really wasn't coming off the porch to windmill because it really wasn't no windmilling that needed to be done. James didn't need me windmilling for him, and that's not really what I was doing. I was just sort of saying my piece. See if anybody coming through, coming through. Why was my Hey y'all, what's up, little baby? How you doing, boo? We gonna get started in a second. I'm sorry, I was trying to see something real quick. We're gonna start in a second. I'm interested in hearing your opinion too, because I like your opinions. Um, I like your opinions on some of these issues and this whole Layla Rashawn piece. I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. You eating dinner? What you got for dinner, girl? I have I was eating dinner when James was live. I had gotten me some crabs. I was eating some crabs, and it's still, if you can see what's behind me, I got my table up behind me, and I still got the carcasses on the table. I was gonna come on here for about 30 minutes, salad and a few egg noodles. See, that's well, actually, the crabs weren't that bad, and I didn't add a bunch of like stuff to it, so the crabs weren't that bad. Um, but the last couple of weeks, baby, I didn't ate anything, everything in front of me. Between vacation and my birthday, I done had a little bit of this and a little bit of that. When I was on vacation, I ain't had no vegetables. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I had 2 days, twice, I think 2 days the whole week. I probably had vegetables, and that's because I had a salad when we went out to dinner. You have an opinion and some insight on the Layla Rashawn. Okay, well, we're gonna get started in a quick second. I was just gonna wait to see if anybody else was gonna jump in. If not, they might be running them YouTube streets trying to see what, trying to catch some other lives, which I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Again, I'm sure everybody and their cousin gonna have something to say about it, but I'm done with it. I said my piece and I'm moving on. I'm gonna sit on here for about 30 minutes, and then I got some other stuff I gotta do because I still got girl, I still got videos I ain't done. So yeah, I'm gonna get back on it. Hey Richard, I missed you too. Where you been? I'm back on vacation. I went live yesterday and I wasn't planning on going live today, but I did. So I'm here for a little while. So I said I'll do a little bit of a live. Work, work, work. I get it. I can dig it. I'm getting ready to like I said, I'm gonna do this live for about 30 minutes, and then when I get off of this live, I'm gonna clean up. I was telling little baby I just got done with dinner, so I'm gonna clean up, and it's trash day tomorrow. So I gotta walk, get my trash together, and I need to wash a load of clothes. Is what I need to do. I still got my dirty clothes sitting at the bottom of the steps. I just threw them down the steps with my in my basement. That's where my washer and dryer is. I threw them down the steps, so I need to wash some clothes. Little baby, you right. I ain't gonna get back into that, but I'm gonna just say this. I agree with what you just said. Is pretty much where I stand on it. Same thing. I stopped. I stopped a long time ago. I stopped a long time ago, and that's exactly why. Oh, hold on, y'all. This is my mama. Hello. Hey, what's up? Well, I gotta renew my tags next month anyway, so one way or another. Okay. Right.
Okay, third thing, somebody just called. They didn't call your name, but it's about the federal student loan about somebody back. I don't know if this was his or not, but anyway, said they said just to call. They wanted to discuss the new repayment options under the parent
No.
repayment.
Mm-mm. That's a business. That's a company. You know, that's a company. Because they've gotten me like that before, and I'm thinking I'm talking to the real people, and it's a company.
Okay. All right, those are
Mm-mm.
the three things.
Okie doke. All right, talk to you later.
Oh, did you know we took the baby to the doctor today?
Oh, I didn't know y'all went with him. I know he went to the doctor.
And they can't tell us. Daddy not.
Oh, I saw it. I saw Aaron. So I did. I thought Aaron
Oh,
just took
Aaron
him.
went with him.
Yeah.
We just took him and Aaron.
So what they say?
Well, they sent him to the children's hospital, so we left them at the children's hospital. Because, the drug guy was on call 24 hours. So basically, they just gave him some more antibiotics to use. Then they're going to keep a check on him and they'll make a decision later. So really,
So how much later?
well, I think they have to go back next week. I think they're going to check him every week or something. But I don't know if they got the antibiotic or not. I got to check with Aaron. He said something about the antibiotic was $300. So he had to check with the doctor. If there's something else they could do for
Did
the
it's
insurance.
not covered by the insurance? How about
I don't
say?
know why they wouldn't. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me know. Keep me posted.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry about that, y'all. You know, when your mama call, when my mom, at least when my mama call, I answer. I don't know about everybody else, but when my mama call, I answer. She was telling me about my nephew. They took him to the doctor that he had his ears, he been having problems with his ears, and they put tubes in, but they still leaking. And so she said they took him to the doctor and what the doctor was saying and stuff like that. I want to try and set up a time to chat with you about the ball thing. We have both been busy, but I didn't forget. Hey, tribe. What ball? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, 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 yeah. Definitely, definitely. Um, you can either Um, shoot me an email and we'll set it up. My email is I'll put it in here. RB the oh I'm typing and I ain't typing nowhere. RB the podcast at gmail.com. So email me and we'll get it together. One of my best friends' name is Richie. That's why I say Richie. And his name is Richard and his best name. So but yeah, you're right. I've been busy too. I've been on vacation and stuff like that. So all right. So look, all right, Layla Rashawn. So, little baby, you're gonna tell me how you feel in a second. Let me just get it out. So, for those who don't know, who haven't really been following or heard about it, Layla Rashawn is married to Antoine Fuqua. They've been married for a really long time. I think it said something like 20 years or something like that. But I remember they got married when she was in her heyday, when she was when she was sunshine. And for those who don't know, Antoine Fuqua is like a blockbuster Hollywood director. He's a black guy. And he's just, he's done a lot of great stuff in Hollywood, a lot of films. You'd have to look at his IMDb, you know what I'm talking about. But I know he's done a couple of the Fast and Furious movies off the top of my head. Um, some pictures surfaced this week of him and Nicole Murphy. Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex, aka who else did she date, y'all? She dated after she broke up with Eddie Murphy. She dated somebody for a minute. Anyway, she's been passed around a few times. I shouldn't have said that. She's dated a few people, and including Lisa Ray's husband. It seems that Lisa Ray had her two pieces to say. She said that Nicole Murphy cheated. That her um remember Lisa Ray was married to the prime minister of Turks and Caicos for a minute. And supposedly Nicole Murphy, she said Nicole Murphy cheated on had an affair with her husband while they were married. So I don't know that to be true. That's what Lisa Ray said. So some pictures surfaced of the two of them kissing, and it was not just one, not just two, but I've seen three at this point. Pictures of them kissing on the lips, looking very intimate. Now, first Nicole Murphy said that they were just friends, they were family friends, and they were just kissing as families kiss. Now she done came back and she done issued an apology. Now she done issued an apology. Now my issue is this, because that's their business. My problem is a lot of people are fat shaming Layla Rashawn because Layla Rashawn has gained weight over the years. She's had something like 2 or 3 kids. And women, well, everybody, as we get older, we pick up weight. Some do a better job at maintaining than others. But at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of people bashing her, saying that it was about her weight, that if she had put more effort into looking like Nicole Murphy and she could have kept her husband and this, that, and the other. Y'all, that ain't it. If that ain't the most ignorant, first of all, if that is it, then she don't need them. If that's what it is, then she don't need them. And I'm not saying that. I understand that, when people get heavier, it's not an easy transition. It's not always an easy thing. But I'm sure that it's not something that she's happy about either. She was sunshine. You know what I mean? People, her body was the end all be all. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it's not something that has made her happy over the years. And I'm sure I can only imagine. And on top of the pain of her husband cheating on her, which this ain't the first time he done got caught cheating, but that's another conversation. But on top of her husband cheating on her, now she got to deal with being fat shamed, and she got to deal with people telling her it's your fault because you got fat. I just think that's the most disrespectful, you know. I think she did nothing wrong to herself by telling a lie. What you mean? What you mean, Richard? What you mean she did nothing wrong by telling a lie? I don't understand what you mean by that. But little baby, tell me what you said you had a different opinion. I mean, well, not a different opinion, but you had an opinion. So, what's your opinion? What you got to say about it? I'm interested in hearing because you always give me an interesting opinion. I was trying to wait and see what you was gonna say, little baby. But anybody else have an opinion about that? Like, for one, Nicole ain't dating no broke man, so this is definitely a money move. That's my opinion. Oh, well, that's the thing. That's what Lisa Ray said, and I have seen other people make those comments too. That Nicole Murphy just trying to get back where she was. Because here's the thing, all the babies are gone, so whatever child support she was getting is gone. I'm pretty sure any type of spousal support that she was getting is gone because most of that is not. Well, nowadays, I mean, back in the day, I think you could get alimony until you remarried again. But nowadays, there's usually a time limit on that alimony or that spousal support. Usually, it's a certain limit, and whatever child support she was getting is gone because remember, she had 5 of Eddie Murphy's kids, I believe it was, but all of them are gone. So whatever money, like, and I'm not saying she don't have no money. I'm not saying she broke, but what I'm saying is, I definitely believe that you're right. She ain't never. What's up, Tammy? She ain't gonna mess with no broke. Like, as the song goes, I ain't saying she a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke. Um, Now, my friends down to the Psychic Friends Network said that Leland Antoine been on the rocks because he cheats often and likes to spend his money on women. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This ain't the first time. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. I thought they were divorced already because I had heard about him cheating before, and I really thought they were divorced. I didn't think they were still together. I really didn't think they were still together. So when I heard that, I was sort of shocked, thinking that they had broken up. But yeah, there's definitely there's definitely um and I believe this might be it. And Layla Rashawn will probably be good because when they got married, first of all, they've been married for 20 years and they got a couple of kids together. And I'm not saying there was no prenup. It probably was a prenup because both of them were in Hollywood at the time. But the prenup is probably, they both of them are in a very different financial situation than when they got together. So, but yeah, it's not new. Oh, she did wrong to herself. Oh, I thought, my bad, I read it wrong. She did wrong to herself. Yeah. Yeah. Telling that lie to be, first of all, nothing in them pictures look friendly. Y'all weren't hugging. It wasn't a peck on the cheek. It wasn't like, and then with his wife, they over in France somewhere with his wife. No, you don't. You don't hug up on my husband like that. No, no, we don't do that. No, we don't do that, boo. And let me tell you something now. Now, Nicole Murphy body is bad. It is banging and it is bad, and it always has been. I remember reading an interview years ago. I mean, this was years ago. This was her and Eddie Murphy was still together, and I think at that time they had like 3 kids or maybe 4 kids. And the interviewer asked him about her having kids, and he was like, "As long as she can still look like that, she can have all the kids she wants." I said, "Oh, okay." And her body has always been like that. She's always had a nice body. I ain't never gonna say nothing bad about Nicole Murphy's body because it has always been banging. Okay, so that's what it is, little baby, that they were separated for a few times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been cheating for a minute. I mean, I don't know if he's ever been faithful, but certainly he's been cheating for a minute. And like I said, I didn't even know they were still together because I'd heard so many stories about him cheating that I just assumed they were divorced at this point. Nicole's not putting herself in the circle of real money. She should have been chasing Jeff Bezos. Yes. They have hood rich money, but Antoine Fuqua got some coin now. He got some coin because remember, he's behind the scene. He's I don't know what his net worth is, but he got a little coin. But yeah, no, he definitely ain't got Jeff Bezos coin. Nah, he ain't got that. Oh, see, I didn't know that, little baby. I knew that the time would be a factor. I knew that them being together for 20 years would be a factor no matter what type of prenup they had. I knew that would be a factor. So yeah, at this point, and let me be real. Let's be real about it. And this is no disrespect to Layla Rashawn, but she's in a much different situation than when they got married. When they got married, she was the hot girl in Hollywood and she was doing things and she's taking time out to raise her kids. And I want to say they have a I don't want to speak nothing negative, but I really think I thought that I heard that one of their children might have been autistic or something like that, but I don't know that to be a fact. So I don't want to put that out there. But hey, Art of Creation, how you doing, boo? Um, but yeah, so she she's in a much different situation than where she was, and he is too, because when they first got together, he only had maybe one or two probably mid-level movies under his belt. Now he's got blockbusters under his belt, and I'm sure his paycheck has quadrupled since they got married, whereas hers has dwindled since they got married. And she did put her career on hold to raise the children. So regardless of any type of prenup, she was gonna have a problem. I mean, he was gonna have a problem. She's getting a good divorce settlement regardless. Yeah, and again, I think it's probably worse because don't they know each other? Like, aren't they friends or something, or something to that effect, or friendly? Maybe they're not friends, but they're friendly. Maybe I don't know. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. But I just feel bad. I don't necessarily feel bad about him cheating on her because if he cheated on her before and she took him back, then it is what it is. But I feel bad that people are making this about her weight and they're fat shaming her. Like that's the part that I have a problem with. Um, real quick, I'm gonna touch on this Juanita Bonham piece, and then I gotta jump off of here, y'all, because like I said, I got some stuff I gotta get done. Because I'm taking a class this week and I got some homework I gotta do too. A1 from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. A1. What's wrong with his head? Oh yeah, yeah. And again, like I said, Nicole Murphy been around. Who did she date after her and Eddie Murphy broke up? She dated somebody real serious for a minute. I can't remember who it was now, but she dated somebody very publicly for a minute. Oh, Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan. She dated Michael Strahan for a minute. But the marriage had been dead due to Antoine's cheating. Now, for me, there was something always off about the man's energy because he was too mysterious for me. So that's then sneaks. Yeah, he probably was sneaky. Yeah, Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan. Yep, yep, yep. I knew she had dated somebody real serious for a minute, and they were actually engaged. They were engaged, and remember they broke up because Michael Strahan thought that she was cheating on him. She was cheating on him. Yeah, I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. That's why I keep checking it. Michael Strahan got blonde hair. Hold on, I gotta see that. Michael Strahan posted on Instagram and blonde hair. Oh, she refused to sign a prenup. Well, I guess she ain't really want to be with him like that then. I heard that too, that he had a track on her car, but that's because he thought she was cheating on him. Oh, A1. A1 crazy as hell. All right, let me look at A1 and I remember hearing something about her following him to a room in New York City. This was after he got the job with Kelly and Michael and banging on his door. Yeah, I heard about the tracker on the car. Hey, hold on, let me see, because I did look at Michael Strahan. All right, hold on, let me look up A1. But he always had the blonde hair. Let me see what the A1 Bentley. Oh, oh. I really hope that's a wig. And he just being funny. I really, really. He tried to do the young jock thing. Wow. I'm about to send this to James. I'm about to send this to James right now. You know James is gonna light his ass up. He get ready to light his ass up. I'm about to send his pictures to James right now. Ooh. Mm, that's a mess. Ooh, that's a mess. That's a mess all day, every day. Yes. I'm gonna tell James he need to put that on swipe left. That picture. Mm, was a mess. All right, real quick, y'all. Juanita Bynum, my 2 cents. And it's funny because I was gonna do a video when I came home today on Juanita Bynum, but then I got sidetracked with the other stuff. But real quick, the whole Juanita Bynum piece. I'm not a big Juanita Bynum fan. I remember Juanita Bynum going all the way back to No More Sheets. Um, I was living in North Carolina at the time. You know, that's part of the Bible Belt. So there was a whole lot of people loving up on Juanita Bynum and No More Sheets, and they was all yay, 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 and she was everywhere and all of that. And then I remember a few years ago, her and her husband falling out. It was some mess with the husband, and he was accusing her of stuff, she was accusing him of stuff, and it was ugly. I've listened to both sides of this story. I've listened to both sides of this story. To me, this is a situation of I understand her point on this, but she totally overreacted. Um, the pastor really should think better about entering in a woman's room because in this day and age of Me Too, that could have went left. Juanita Bynum, it could have been Juanita Bynum's assistant in there trying to get a quick coin and could have accused him of anything. And as a man, a man, period. But also when you start getting into religion, you know people already want to try to make something out of something when it comes to the church, especially the black church. So he really should have thought better about walking into her room when he saw period. He should have just never walked in that room. What happened, Ebony? It didn't give you the alert. Hey, Doris. Um, so that's my piece. Do I think he went into her room with any type of malicious intent? I do not. However, comma, I do have a question. Because if she was in a suite, then her bedroom was not in the living room. And he had no reason being in her bedroom to see her undergarments. Now, I will say that. He had no reason being in her bedroom. Do I think that he had any malicious intent being in her bedroom? I don't. I really don't. I don't think he went into there. I don't think he went into that woman's bedroom with any type of malicious intent at all. Um, do I see her point of having a problem with him being in her room and once he realized nobody was there? Like I do. Do I think that her reaction fit what happened? Not at all. Not at all. Like for real. Come on. It was so overreacted. He saw my undergarments. Like as a woman, I would have a problem with a man that ain't dating me seeing my underwear. Like I would have a problem with it. Would I feel naked in front of them the next time I saw them? No, probably not. But I wouldn't have liked it. Um, her not her taking it out on the people who paid to see her, I had a problem with. And she said that she wouldn't have felt right sitting on the pulpit because she felt like the man could see under her clothing and she felt uncomfortable. Like, come on. Like to me, I think that it was an overreaction. But I do understand. I do feel like she made some valid points. But I absolutely feel like it's an overreaction. And I I actually, I'm getting tongue tied. I actually feel like once again, because of the society that we're living in, everybody want to run to social media instead of picking up the phone and having a phone call. Ain't no way in the world. There's no reason why she should have taken this to the public. There was no reason for that. She said that she had called her mentors and hadn't talked to them about it. They was bishops within the church. They could have talked to that man. They could have had a conversation. They could have worked it out. But the way she handled it was so extra and so over the top. And then for her to go to Facebook Live says to me that you were looking for some attention. That's what you were looking for. Because if it was really about him making you feel uncomfortable, you would have handled it privately. Because if you were so uncomfortable and felt so violated, why would you then turn and tell the whole world? If you felt so violated that this man saw your underwear, why would you turn and tell the whole world that the man saw your underwear? Like, that don't even make no sense to me. Do I think that he made some bad decisions? Yeah, he shouldn't have went in her room. He shouldn't have. He really shouldn't have. Um, and she did make a valid point about his name being on the room as well. Now, again, it would have only taken 1 + 1 to equal 2 to realize that he probably reserved the room for her and she spoke at the conference and the conference was the same weekend. Like it would have been real easy to realize that there was nothing nefarious there. But I do think that he probably should have put the name of the church on the room or the LLC because I know they got an LLC, but maybe not necessarily his name. And yes, the hotel had every right to give him a key if his name was on the room. I mean, duh, a duh. But I don't think he should have used it. Now, there's some discrepancy about whether he used it to go in the room or not. But if he used it to go in the room, he shouldn't have. And if the room was open when he got there, then once he realized the room was open, he should have called security and said, "Hey, this room is open, and I'm not sure if these are whose luggage this is, but I rented this room and I have the key, and I need to know what's up." So, man, Ebony, you know you two be on that bull stuff. I agree. And little baby, I agree. I agree with you 100%. There was no reason for her to run to Facebook with this. No reason at all. No reason at all. It was a scam. Hey, what's up, Nisi Smith? How you doing? And let me say this, going all the way back to my No More Sheets days. I do remember seeing No More Sheets back in the day when she first came out with it. And she lost me, like I said, I read the book, and that's kind of where she lost me because there was some stuff she said in the book that I didn't agree with and I didn't like. But if I remember correctly, she has been sexually violated. And maybe there is a trigger there that don't have nothing to do with God and the pulpit. Maybe it's just a trigger for her. But again, I say you handle that privately. Like that's the kind of stuff that you handle privately. We have just gotten so used to running to social media for stuff that could be handled privately. And it's funny because that's what somebody tried, and I ain't gonna go down there, but that's what somebody tried to throw at James today. Well, why couldn't you call Sean and talk to him privately? Because it wasn't about Sean. He was addressing Sean's followers. So the right forum for him to address Sean's followers was on YouTube. You think that over the years that James and Sean been cool, that he ain't never picked up the phone, called Sean and said, "Hey man, blah 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 blah." No, his problem was with Sean's followers. So he did address it in the correct form. And so that's my thing. That's how I feel about it. I'm like, why does everybody feel the need when you have a problem with somebody in the first place you go with social media? There was no reason for her to tell that man's story. And again, if you felt so violated, why did you feel the need to share it with the world? If I had felt that violated, y'all would have never heard the story. I would have never said nothing. Thank you, Richard. Yeah, I'm getting ready. Look, I said 30 minutes. It's been 31 minutes. I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes myself. Yeah, I'm not little baby. Again, I don't follow her like that. I hear stuff and it goes in one ear and out the other because again, I'm just not a fan. I do know that when that whole thing went down with her and her husband, I do think that she went into a facility. I think either that or her husband accused her of going to a facility or something like that. I don't remember, but I remember hearing something about it. I don't remember all the details. I meant to call a girlfriend of mine. I'm probably gonna call her before the weekend is over. Matter of fact, I owe her a phone call. She called me last week. She was a big Juanita Bynum fan back in the day. She was a big. No matter of fact, it was over her house that I saw the No More Sheets video over her house, and I want to say she was the one that bought me the book. I think. Or she had the book and I read it. But she's a big Juanita Bynum fan. So I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her because she might have more information than I would. She said that she was feeling funny about a lot of stuff beforehand. But again, see, that's the stuff I have a problem with. I have a problem when people try to rewrite history. Now, had nothing popped off, you'd have never had a problem. Now all of a sudden, you had so many problems with everything that he was doing, and y'all had to have all these conversations, and you told him he was doing this wrong, and you told him he was doing that wrong, and things just weren't right. But you were still trying to work with him, and you were still trying to look out for him. And I'm like, child, bye. Like now all of a sudden you had so many problems with what this man was doing. Girl, boo. Bye. Yeah, because she got real popular for a minute, and then she again. I really haven't heard again, but I don't follow her like that. But I haven't really heard a lot about her on the national stage. I'll say since her and that husband, because her husband was in the ministry as well. And I want to say when they fell out, she accused him of being abusive and all this other stuff. And I think a video surfaced, or no, it wasn't a video. Something happened about them breaking down on the side of the road, and it was a big mess. I would have to Google it because I don't remember all the details now, but I know it was a big old mess with her husband or her ex-husband, I should say at this time. And I don't even think they were married that long. I don't remember them even being married that long. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Again, I think it could have been resolved in a much different way than it was. But I also understand where she's coming from. But don't think it was, I don't think that the whole situation is genuine. I think that she's puffing, doing a lot of puffing and adding to it and making it out to be something bigger than it really is. Um, and I think that she owed that man the respect of a phone call before going on Facebook Live. And I believe that she owed the people who paid for tickets that much respect as well. If she was doing a live video to just say, hey, I was a little under the weather and I apologize and I'm gonna make it up to y'all, that's fine. But you don't have to malign that man in the process. You don't have to throw him under the bus in the process. And I just thought that that was the way it was handled was just tasteless, very tasteless. Do I think that she may legitimately have felt violated? Sure, maybe. But I think the way it was handled is making people sort of think maybe not so much. Right, because she ain't refunded nothing, has she? She ain't refunded nothing. Right, little baby. Now she got these people money. She ain't refunded nothing. And the only thing I'm gonna say, I am glad that she went public is because now it doesn't make that pastor look bad. Because see, people, if it were me buying my ticket and you told me why Juanita Bonham was gonna be there, and I bought my ticket to see Juanita Bonham, and I get there, she ain't there, and nobody got no answers for me, and nobody can explain it to me, then I'm gonna be looking at the pastor like, oh, you swindled me, oh, you hit me with the okie doke, you hit me with the bait and switch. You see what I'm saying? But now people who bought tickets know who to be mad at. They know it ain't her. I mean, it ain't the pastor. It's not this breaking rules convention. It's her. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I'm glad about, because then it sort of cleared the air up a little bit. Oh, you ain't missed nothing, Teddy. I don't want to take you away no boo time now. I ain't trying to break up no happy homes now. You going to talk to Boo Thing. Boo Thing got some things he got to say to you. You better talk to Boo Thing. Yeah, see, I didn't know that she had a history of scamming people. But Jay Wilson said that he says a whole lot of gospel artists out here that take the money and don't show up. He said that there are people he was that because he's done music and stuff like that. Hey Sean. Oh, he's gone now. Oh, he just came over for a quick little. He came over for a little quickie. Mm-hmm. Y'all was talking. Yeah, sure y'all were talking. Yeah, okay. But Jay Wilson said that. He said it's a whole lot of gospel artists out here that you would be surprised that they do it all the time. They pay, they take the money. I mean, you pay them, they take the money, and then they don't show up. Teddy, I know you nasty ass. I know. You had to tell me. I already know. Little nasty self. So what y'all think? Last but not least, and I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. What y'all think about that Queen Sugar last night? Oh, um, right, right. Well, yeah, they're the very people that they preach against. You know them. That's why, and I don't even want to get into a big long discussion about it. I grew up in a religious home, not an overly religious home. Like we weren't like 5 nights a week at church, but we were regular Sunday goers. We were active. We were. My mother was like, "You're gonna be on something. You're gonna be an usher. You're gonna be in a choir. You're gonna do something." And we grew up Catholic. And then when we got to be adults, my mother grew up Baptist, but she became Catholic when she married my dad because my dad was Catholic. But then when I got to college, my mom went back to Baptist, and she's very active in her church. And now my dad is Baptist with her. They're very active in their church and stuff like that. And the thing is, I believe in God. I have a very strong sense of spirituality. However, I have a very strong mistrust of organized religion, and especially in the Black church. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I do. And a lot of it has to do with the people. So it's not the message, it's the people. Yeah, I saw that was your favorite scene was the counseling session. I saw that was your favorite scene. I would have to say that my favorite scene was that last scene with Nova and Octavia. When Nova, you saw it on her face. Nova said, "I just figured it out. I have outgrown you." That whole scene, because so much I feel was broken down in that scene as far as their relationship, their dynamics, and really Nova being the person that she is. The reality of the situation is if Nova was in a good place for her family, she'd have never hooked up with Octavia. Nova was just looking for some familiar. She was looking for some support. If she'd have never hooked up with, she'd have never got back in bed with Octavia, literally and figuratively, if her and her family were in a good place. But yeah, I saw the counseling session. And you know what? I want to say this too. And I was going to type it in the comments. I just ain't done it yet. I like what you said, because what you said was growing up, you grew up seeing the Cosby Show. You grew up with a different world, which made you want to strive for higher education and probably HBCU, which the same for me. Um, and now generations later, the different world is still in reruns. People are still seeing that experience. People are still reliving that. And so I like what you said about that counseling session. If it will help somebody else to say, hey, maybe me and my family should get some counseling because it's not that bad, especially in the Black community where we don't always seek out what we need for our mental health. I thought that was deep. And when you said it, I was like, Yeah, got it. Valid. I got it. That's valid. Oh, you feel like she said she outgrew her family? I can see her thinking that, but she's going to realize that that's not the case. I can see her thinking that, but she's going to realize that that is not the case. That no, that is not the case. Yeah. Um, I like Mr. Prosper getting himself a little woman. I know you that wasn't really doing nothing for you, Teddy, but I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. I'm starting to have some feelings about um Charlie's little boo thing. Consuelo, what you call him? Rafael Enrique Consuelo Pablo. What you call him, Teddy? I'm starting to have some concerns about him. Something about him is starting to maybe not sit so well with me. And I ain't put my finger on it yet. Something about him that I ain't put my finger on it yet. And Teddy, you also feel like the councilwoman can't be trusted. Something I don't know. I ain't figured it out yet. I ain't put my finger on it yet either. But I will say this. Remember when she kept trying to warn Charlie about the borderlines and saying you don't know what they know, and they got something on her. I think she sincerely wants to help Charlie, but I think that whatever they got on her, they're going to use it as their trump card to to double cross Charlie. That's what I think. I think she wants to do right, but I think they got something on her, and whatever they got on her, they're going to use against Charlie. That's what I think. Right. And that's what right. Talking about some me and my family. And I said that in my review. I said, you and your family ain't do none of that. Like you made that decision for your family. You crazy hooker. You know what? I'm mad you spelled out the whole damn name, Teddy. Hey Shauna, I'm sorry, girl. You might as well go on back to the live because we about to get off of here. I'm about to get off. I gotta get my trash together for trash day tomorrow. I still got the carcasses of my dinner behind me. If I can show y'all the table, I ain't gonna show y'all. I'm embarrassed to show y'all. But I think I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that pastor knows about Charlie and those migrant workers that got killed during back in season one. I think he knows because he doesn't trust her. He doesn't care for her and he doesn't trust her. But I think he's hedging his bets if she wins, but he don't like her. And I think he knows the story. I think he knows what's up. And I definitely feel like that's going to come up in this election. That story is coming out. And you're right, Micah, because Micah's a simpleton and he think he know everything. That's what I'm saying, little baby. I think he does know. I Because again, remember that's a small community, and he's the nucleus of that community. And two workers died on the land because Charlie wouldn't let their ass go home. You think that story ain't been told in that community? You think it ain't been whispered about? And when Charlie walked up on him, he gave her the stank eye from break, and he ain't make no apologies about how he felt. He was very clear that he ain't really trust her. But I think that he's hedging his bets because he's not stupid. So I think he's hedging his bets. But yeah, it's something. I don't think he ain't feeling Charlie, but I think he ain't feeling Charlie because he knows something. I'm confused too, Teddy. I said that in my review. I'm not sure what that when she said I need space, I ain't know what that meant. Does that mean that she about to take her eat, pray, love vacation and go find herself and she'll be back? Does that mean she want Hollywood to go move in with Ralph Angel again, like the last time when she put his ass out the house? Like I don't know. Well, this time he got enough money, he can just go rent him something. But I don't know. I really don't know what that means. And when she says I need a little bit of time, I need a little space, I need a definition. I need a timeline. We still honeymooning. Like, what you talking about? That's what it was. Eat, Pray, Love. I couldn't remember on my review. I was trying to remember. Is Eat, Pray, Love. Oh, and the other one is Under the Tuscan Sun. That's the other movie I was trying to remember too. But y'all know one of them Let Me Go Find Myself movies. That's what I was trying to remember. Vi need to go sit on the damn couch. And let me say this, and I'm not saying this to be in any way, shape, or form disrespectful towards women who have dealt with domestic violence. So let me be very clear when I say that. I'm not trying to make light of it, and I'm not trying to be flippant. But what I am going to say is you in Hollywood was fine until that asshole showed up. Girl, if you don't go get your happy back, and leave that man, well, first of all, I don't think that's the last we done seen of Jimmy Dale. I believe he'll be back. But if you don't go get your happy back, show enough, Hollywood. That's why when you saw my video, Teddy, I said Hollywood, the reason why my ass is single. Looking at shows like Queen Sugar, looking at Hollywood. I said, well, hell, if I can't have a Hollywood, I don't want none of their asses. That's a lie, but you know what I'm saying. On my phone. I just got a text. Y'all look at random TV reviews. I just got a text from Lynette. She said, oh, Lord, he's off the porch. She must have just saw James' video. I'm sorry, y'all. It's cracking me up. She said, oh, Lord, he's off the porch. I'm about to tell her. I stepped off, too. I'm going to call her. I'm going to call her when I get off here. I'll call her a little bit later on. Yeah, she about to throw away. And again, I said it in my review. I love when Hollywood said, we carrying the burdens of stuff that was happening before we was even us. You know what I'm saying? So all he did was show up. The fact that Lil Stunt did all said shit. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this man can show up, say a few things to her, and throw her off like this for this long. I mean, this is a long time. This is a long time that she been thrown off. You know what I'm saying? She said, let me pray. I'm going to call her in a minute. She said, let me pray. Well, that's exactly what he wants. You know what, Teddy? I'm not telling her no such a thing. You better, Stanley, you better stay over there with your boo. You better stop trying. I would tell her no such a thing. And they're good people too. Well, me and Lynette talk from time to time. And she's been, you know, and I'm going to say this, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna call no names other than Lynette's and James's. As a new YouTuber, both of them were so open and so giving and so willing to share information, so willing to share shout outs. You know, James has shouted me out repeatedly. Lynette and Stanley has shouted me out a couple of times and put the links of my videos. And even though they won't say my name because they don't curse. So they won't even say my name, but they will shout me out, and they have shouted me out. And the two, we have talked about there's some YouTubers that won't do that. There are YouTubers that won't do it. And I'm just really appreciative and grateful that, you know, that they've been very open with me and very, you know, giving me suggestions and strategies and, you know, just little stuff. Little things go a long way. That's why when early today, when James said I don't listen to him, I do listen to you. I listen to everything you say, James. And I do most of it. Except for stay on the porch. I shout out people. And I mean, Teddy, I was so shocked when you shouted me out because you were somebody that just found me. You know what I'm saying? And did the little video. And I was so honored to be mentioned among, YouTube greats like the Ashley, Millers of the world. You know what I mean? And Jay Lee's Corner, I watch her as well too. And I've watched her numbers steadily grow, grow, grow. And she grinds. Jay Lee grinds. And I've watched her steadily move her content and add shows, and she do the car conversations and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, definitely, definitely, I respect that. I respect that. Yeah, your boo don't play them games. I know he don't. I know he don't play with you like that. He don't play with you like that, Teddy. Um, but yeah, y'all. So let me get off of here because, like I said, I got some stuff I got to do, and now I got to call Lynette. Call Lynette. What she say? She said I'm gonna pray. Lynette said I don't even know these people. Hey, Lady V. Oh, that's why your live was so short on Tuesday, because I tried to get back to it, because the first time you went live, it was only for like 5 minutes. And so then you got back on, and I was doing my review. I was doing my Queen Sugar, or Basketball Wives Queen Sugar. One of them, I was doing a review. And I was like, all right, when I get done with my review, that's why when I said I'll be right back, I was going to do my review and then I was going to come back. And by the time I got back, you were gone. Oh, okay. Boo said, hey, Lady V. Boo was like, eh, eh, eh. I ain't mad. Look, if I had a boo, y'all wouldn't see me probably as much as y'all see me. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'd be booed up right now. Booed up. What's that song? Booed up. Let me get out of here. What? Fly Babe is hilarious, y'all. Let me get off this thing. He said he came in my house while I was love and shut. Oh, while I was live and shut shit down. Gave you to look like what you gonna do. Yeah, I feel the same way, little baby. It's gonna come when it's gonna come. That's what happened when he gave a key. That's right. He gonna roll up on you and be like, excuse me, sir. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. Shoot, he let you play last weekend. You was on live all damn day. He let you play last weekend. So there you go. Oh, I'm not subscribed to her. But stuff still pop up in your feed. I'm not subscribed to a whole lot of people, but they pop up in my damn feed all the time. Because honestly, I ain't subscribed to most of them, to be perfectly honest about the matter. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know who half of them are. I have to go, when they say the names, I gotta go look for their videos. I don't even know who these people are. But yeah, I was subscribed to Fi Babe for like a quick second. When she first came on, because when she first came on, it was with that whole Larry Nelson VS stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then she said she was going to start doing more content. And she actually did review a couple of shows. But what she probably realized was the views weren't as high when she reviewed a TV show versus her talking trash. So she went back to doing the beef again. I ain't mad at you. That's how you choose to do your channel, your platform. But that's what it was. But I definitely unsubscribed when that went down. I did. I don't even see. Yeah. Because it's funny, they for whatever reason they still pop up in my like when they suggest stuff. Hey Lamone. See, that's the thing, Ebony. And the other thing too is people don't always use the real names because they don't want the videos to get flagged. So they use nicknames. I don't be knowing who all these nicknames are. I barely know who the real names are, so I damn sure don't know who the nicknames are. Exactly. That's where she started her video doing mess. So when people click on a 5A video, they don't want to see a love and hip hop review because that's not what they click. That's not why they started following her. That's not what her subscribers were. You know what I'm saying? So Just know I'll punch mother. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There it is. There it is. I ain't mad at you, Lamone. I ain't mad at you at all because you know y'all already know how I feel. I got on my Milan Treasure t-shirt now. I had to go put it on before I did my little video a few minutes ago. There it is, Milan. My Milan Treasure video shirt. Um, what was I going to say? I was going to say something real quick, and then I'm getting off of here. I said I was gonna be on here for 30 minutes. I've been on here for an hour. Y'all get me every time. Y'all get me every time. But I ain't mad. I be enjoying myself. Right. And that's the thing, little baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. I don't know why they keep popping up in my suggested video feeds. I really don't. Um, because I don't really follow a lot of messy people. So I'm not even sure why I don't really follow a lot of people in that sector. I mean, I'm not subscribed to a lot of people in that sector, so I don't even know. And Teddy, I ain't trying to see that. I ain't trying to see it. I'm not trying to see it, Teddy. I'm not trying to see it. All right, y'all. Let me get off here for real this time. Let me get off here so I can. I got some stuff I gotta do, and I gotta get up and go to class tomorrow. I still got some homework I gotta finish up. I'm back on the porch, Sylvia. I'm back on the porch. Not rewrite and erase a bit, Teddy. And I believe it. There's no doubt in my mind that you will. There really is no doubt in my mind that you will. I believe it because I saw how I saw how you with the jaded nerd situation. I saw how you came. So there's no doubt in my mind. I'm back on the porch, y'all. I'm back on the porch. And I told you I really wasn't off the porch. I was just playing in the yard a little bit. I was just playing in the yard a little bit. But I'm back on the porch. I'm back on the porch. And like I said, I'm gonna see mother tomorrow or Saturday. So I'm sure I'm gonna get them. You right. Look, little baby, I got a master plan I gotta get going too. All right, y'all, let me go. But y'all have a great evening, and I'll probably go live before the weekend's over. Maybe Sunday afternoon. Maybe Sunday afternoon. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great weekend, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.